For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. The 4-2-3-1 YouTube, I have always called it your bread and butter formation on FC24. It's the formation I always use when I'm struggling. I go back to basics and use the 4-2-3-1, and I'm telling you now, like it has been ever since FIFA 16, 15, even FIFA 14, it is one of the most well-balanced and most well-rounded formations on the game. But first, drop this. Check out trustdice.wing. Link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. You can also use the sports section as well, whether it be the NBA, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the NFL, La Liga, anything you want. So remember to check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. Video like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So you are going to want to use balanced on the defensive style, definitely YouTube. Having experimented a lot over the last few days in the 4-2-3-1, I don't like anything at all, not even like a pressure on heavy touch, where in some of my videos I say to you, yeah, pressure on heavy touch is good if you want to give it a go, but just be aware of your stamina being drained. I'm not even going to say that in this video. I don't think pressure on heavy touch is very good at this moment in time. I don't know whether the latest patch has kind of nerfed it a little bit into the ground, but balance definitely is the way to go. A balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. The defensive width is actually a little bit interesting, and this is where I've actually kind of gone a little bit, you know, like, ooh, maybe am I going to do this, maybe am I going to not. I've actually gone very narrow this time in the 4-2-3-1 to kind of try and soak up all the defensive pressure in the middle of the pitch. So I've gone down to 40 on the defensive width. The reason why I've done this is, like I've just said, I'm focusing on engaging all my defensive structure into the middle of the pitch, making it really hard for me to break down. The byline meta is kind of being nerfed after every single patch that is happening, so I'm kind of letting my opponents just say, you know what, if you want to go down the byline and try that, I will happily try and defend it, because I've got so many players in that middle of the pitch that it is really hard to break us down. The defensive depth, you know what I'm going to say, there are two options, okay, and look at my face when I'm saying this. Option number one is the option you should use if A, you are playing on new gen, and B, you feel semi-confident in your defending ability. Option number two is if you are playing on old gen, or if you are playing on new gen but you really do struggle defensively. So option number one is the option I'm using, and you probably know what option that is going to be. Of course, it is the 71 depth. If any of you don't know what the 71 depth does, it just means when we lose the ball, our team will automatically press and automatically offside trap up the pitch. It is so overpowered and so broken, and it also doesn't drain your stamina at all, which is another reason why I'm saying it is so broken. Option number two, like I said, if you are playing old gen or you are playing new gen and you struggle defensively, I would recommend 60 on the defensive depth in the 4-2-3-1. The 4-2-3-1 is a very good defensively solid formation anyway. I don't really feel the need to try and go a little bit too deep with it. The fact that we've got two out and out CDMs when we're defending is so key when we're using it. So like I said, option number one, the option I'm using, 71 depth. Option number two, 60 on the depth. The offense's build-up play is, of course, going to be balanced, but long ball is good. And I'm telling you right now, having used long ball more and more over the last few weeks, I'm slowly but surely starting to maybe think about using it from the start. So if any of you are struggling to create opportunities in the 4-2-3-1, maybe give the long ball a go and see if you like it, because I really do like it. There's just something about balance, though, that I like. I just kind of like to feel like I'm in control of my attacking prowess. The chance creation, I'm going to go into zero detail with this YouTube. It's direct passing. Everything else on the chance creation isn't very good in my opinion. The offensive width, I actually leave it on 50 YouTube. Yes, I actually don't touch the offensive width in the 4-2-3-1. I really like where my lamb and my ram are anyway in the 4-2-3-1, or the left-sided cam and the right-sided cam. I like where my middle cam is. I like where my striker is. I kind of don't really feel the need to change anything. And like I always say to you, don't try and change something for the sake of changing it. Only change it if you feel like it's not working anymore. And I really like the 50 width, so I'm just going to leave it on that. Players in the box is going to be 7. The way I look at the 7 players in the box, YouTube, I always say in every single video, the more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. But if you struggle defensively, I would recommend taking it down from maybe 7 to 6, or maybe even 5 if you are really struggling defensively. But for me, it is 7 players in the box, 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now, you could probably already guess what my striker is going to be on. My striker player instructions, whether it doesn't even matter what formation I'm using on FC24. I always have the same two things on my striker because I really think they are the best thing to have on your striker on FC24. That is, of course, stay central and getting behind. If any of you want to know why I use that, I am not interested in my striker venturing out wide, especially actually in a 4-2-3-1. I really do want my striker to stay up there in the middle of the pitch. I don't want him or her, because it is actually her for me on RTG. I don't want her venturing out wide into like the left-sided channel or the right-sided channel. I want her staying in them central areas of the pitch. And also the getting behind, I want her to make penetrating runs in behind, because even if we don't play the ball to the striker, the fact that the player is on getting behind means that there is a lot of space for our middle cam and our three cams to operate in. And that brings us nicely onto the middle cam. Now, the middle cam is probably the most important player, or the left-sided cam, because you'll see what I have my left-sided cam on in the 4-2-3-1. Everything goes through this player. So I have my middle cam on just basic defense support and get into the box for cross. Now, because my middle cam is on getting to the box for cross, you will notice that your cam for you, especially the middle one, will score a lot of goals and get a lot of assists for you, and will actually sometimes make runs in behind your striker, kind of like a third man run where they will actually run beyond the striker. It is so effective and so overpowered. So definitely give that a go on your middle cam. The basic defense support, I just don't really need that player to come back on defense because of what I have my lamb and my ram on anyway. Now, my lamb, if any of you have seen my 4-2-2 videos recently and my 4-2-3-1 videos, you will probably know what I have started to put my left-sided cam on. That is come back on defense, get into the box for cross, and free roam. Yes, my left-sided cam is also on free roam. Now, if any of you want to know why I use that, the free roam is so good. It just kind of means that the left-sided cam will take up a little bit of central positions and kind of just have a bit of a free roll to go wherever that left-sided cam thinks there is space to do so. It means that it is really hard for your opponent to actually defend against with the left-sided cam being on free roam. The get into the box for cross, like I always say, always have as many players on get into the box for cross as you can. You will notice a lot of players on FC24 struggle defensively. We need to take advantage of that and have them on getting to the box for cross and free roam. The comeback on defense does just make us more defensively solid. The right-sided cam is on exactly the same as the lamb, but I don't have the right-sided cam on free roam. So my right-sided cam is just on comeback on defense and get into the box for cross. This means that my right-sided cam will kind of stay in that right-sided cam channel, which means I have my Mohamed Salah out there like a traditional winger. I would recommend having like a traditional winger out on that right-sided cam, and then on the left-sided cam, because that cam is on free roam, you can kind of have like a more of a traditional number 10 there if you want to. Right-sided CDM, this is my more attack-minded CDM. If any of you have ever watched my videos before, you will know that when I'm running a 4-2-3-1 or a formation that has two central midfielders or two CDMs, I always like to have one of them on balanced attack. So completely default settings, including balanced attack and cover centre. That means that my right-sided CDM will get forward a lot, help out in the attacking third of the game. You will notice your right-sided CDM will get quite a few goals and quite a few assists for you. Left-sided CDM is a very much more traditional number 6, so kind of like a Rodri, a Boubacar Kamara role. These type of players is what the left-sided CDM is. So for me, stay back while attacking and cover centre. I am not interested, YouTube, at all in my left-sided CDM venturing forward. I want that player to be a traditional number 6, win the ball back, and then just give it to the better players. The left back, this is where it gets interesting. Now, the left back for me, because I have my left-sided cam on free roam, which means my left-sided cam will kind of pick up central areas in the pitch, I need my left back to provide us that width on that left-hand side. So because of that, my left back is on join the attack and overlap, and that just basically means that when my left-sided cam picks up central positions, my left back will be the one bombing on down that left-hand side, providing us a nice bit of width for us, meaning that we are attacking with so many numbers going forward, which means the 4-2-3-1 is an elite formation going forward. Both of my centre-backs are just on completely default settings, YouTube, so stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. And then my right back is also on stay back while attacking. We kind of defend in a back three, which means when my left back bombs on, we have our right back and our two centre backs kind of always staying back while we attack. So we always have at least 3 people at the back, means we're defensively solid. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper comes to crosses and super keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-2-3-1 custom tactics for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop in a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.